We're pressing and see if we're pressing correctly. Well done, Marco. Perfect by Marco. Perfect by Marco. He's done well. Zach's followed up well. Perfect. So do you see how Marco's come on a good angle where his arc is run a little bit, forcing him back? I love that marker because this cuts out the pass to this person here. Brilliant. Good player. He somehow does get it to him anyway. Brilliant by Zach to see and commit. So technically it shouldn't be Zach doing this job. Our left defender, Nicola. Once we press and we commit. Because this is their left winger. We must commit onto this player, Nicola. Because Zach should actually be worrying about this guy in the middle. But that's fine. So Zach, like I said before, there's certain rules and laws, but in the moment, you kind of have to read the game for yourself. So Zach read it, and he did well. But generally, because Zach committed, we've kind of left the midfielder in here. It worked because we trapped them, but just know there is this threat in the middle that Zach left. But it worked out. So you see this guy here. So that's who Zach's player is. Where Nicola, we want our left defender pushing up on the winger. Then the center defender slides across. Our right defender slides across. So we're trapping it on that left side. Put me down here. So we're trapping it here. So we want to all slide across, push over on this pitch, on this area of the pitch where we're trapping it. So if we press hard together. It's not attacker goes, defender stays. It's all together. If you press, you got to press properly. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So, for example, here it would be Nicola pushing on. Then Harry sliding across, Isaac sliding across. He's not a threat at the moment. And if we press correctly, these guys shouldn't get their head up and even see and be able to hit this player over here. So once again, hopefully we can ride just 5 seconds early. So perfect, cool. Alright, so it should be Nicola pushing on, not letting their winger get it. So we commit. Once we press, we commit. Then Harry slides across a little bit. And then Isaac slides across a little bit. Okay, so us two defenders have slid across. Nicola's gone and pressed. Harry's covering. Isaac slides across. So we don't need to worry about this guy if we're trapping it on the left side. Okay, it's a very important rule about football. When we're pressing, we commit on that side. We press, we cover, we balance. Or I say slide. Slide across. Alright, does that make sense? Because Zach did leave his man in the middle. It worked out. It went well. But it's not generally what we want to see. So once again, defenders, Nicola, Isaac, Harry, we must see where this ball is about to go. Once it goes, we commit and we press. Because we're all on the same page, we know what we're doing. If it goes long, we adjust. Bang. As soon as that happens, we commit. Kobe commit, make him play backwards. If the ball's on the right-hand side, now the ball's on the right. Nicola, you would be sliding across to the right. Harry would be sliding across to the right. And then Isaac on the right back would be pressing onto his right winger. And Zach is marking his midfielder. And even Marco is sliding across because we're pressing. We're trapping it on the right hand side. So really rewind this and re-listen to it again. Okay, so it's committed to the left. It's gone to the left. That means our right winger is pressing that left defender. Perfect. Our attacker, our striker, is marking the midfielder. Perfect. Marco slide across because we're trapping on this side and we don't want this out here. So you want to kind of be in a happy medium of if it does about to get played here, you can win it. If it does get a play out here, you can go try to steal it and put the pressure on. This is the left defender. Their left wing is about over here. So Isaac's pushing onto that left winger. Harry's sliding across, Nicola's sliding across, and we're trapping it on the left side. And we're not letting it out. Kobe's not letting it out. Marco's not. We're trapping it here. Does that make sense? We don't want to allow this pass out to this player. We don't want to let the left defender play the left winger and then Isaac or Nicola's just letting that winger have the ball. No, we are up them. We are pressing, we're going tight, we're trapping it, and we're going in hard and fast. As soon as you half-heart it, they break out, and then we're really dead. Perfect. Well done. So brilliant press. Exactly everything went well. So that is why we scored, is because we pressed well. Everything went well. We had Marco sliding across perfectly. Zach was marking the midfielder. He tried to play to the midfielder, and Zach won it because he was marking perfect. If this guy tried to play out to the left winger, I would have hoped Isaac was marking their winger correctly. And there may even be a way to see. This is me playing around with these tools. But I would like to see what we're doing here, just because it's such an important point about our press. Can we do it effectively? Let me let this load first. Alright, so we've got a perfect view here. I don't think I can draw, or maybe I can draw with a different tool. Let me see. Alright, we're on to the goal here. So, Isaac's in a good spot. He could even be a little bit here, just because we want to make sure if it does go long, actually, there's no striker, so we're fine. If Harry was one-on-one at the back, Isaac might need to drop a teeny weeny bit, just so if it does go long, Isaac and Nicola can come in. Okay. In saying that, it's totally fine. So let it play. Still learning these tools, Lord Almighty. Good. Okay. So as soon as it goes, then we commit where Isaac presses on tight, Harry can slide over a little bit, Nicola can slide over a little bit. Okay. And then Marco's trapping in, Zach's pressing, Kobe's pressing, and we're on for goal. So this is brilliant. Okay. See how close Isaac is to that player? If it's on the left side, Nicola, if it goes out this side, that's how close I want you. I want you really marking this player. So just like Isaac is Nicola. So there's a few times where it feels scary, but when we press, it's the risk. We have to press. If they go over our head, it's the risk. Hopefully Harry or Cam clear it out. But Nicola, if it does go short out this way, I really want you super touch tight on this player. Harry's going to come over, then Isaac would come over. In this case, it's gone to the right. So Isaac man on man. Harry can slide over a little bit. Nicola can slide over a little bit. Marco can slide over a little bit. Zach, mark your man really closely. So this is perfect. All right. I'll go back. That's the version. All right. Continue. And the reason, sorry to harp on this point so much, but it's the most crucial part. The reason, so this guy beat Kobe well. The clearer option for this play is to go to the left winger. But because Isaac was marking his player so tight, this guy hesitated and didn't want to play that person. So Nicola, if you don't mark your player like Isaac did, this guy would have just played straight out to your man, he would have faced up, we wouldn't have scored, they would have had the chance to score. So that's why I'm trying to highlight this point so heavily, is because it's the risk we need to take to get the goal. Because otherwise, if Isaac was sitting off really, really deep, he would have played out to the winger, and the press is dead, and we lose straight away. All right, but Isaac pressed on his man really, really tight. Zach did well, Marco did well. Brilliant. Sorry about harping on that point so much, but it's it's super important, and we no longer need to talk about pressing because we've just rewind that 1,000 times. We explained everything you need to know about pressing. So here once again got caught off. When I say press man on man and tight, we have to ensure that we're still behind the defender. So we want to be behind the defender close. So if the ball does go, we're right on them. Okay. So we definitely don't want to be in front of this defender. That is where one issue happens, and pretty much every week that kind of happens. So just be careful, Nicola. I'd much prefer you just forcing them backwards rather than trying to get in front and intercepting the ball. Okay, because all the goals that happen is when they play through balls in behind us, and we're not goal side, and they get there first because they're faster. So Once again, Harry, you're not goal side. Nicola, you're not goal side. I'm telling you, pretty much the only way people score are through these passes or just by bad luck and just crappy football. So this is where we get caught out week in, week out. Very lucky there. Each week it happens. So please ensure, let's watch that again, because this is pretty much the biggest learning point we have to understand, and I just keep trying to say it, but we shall keep trying. So, because it's back to the goalkeeper, Nicola, we actually don't know what side it's going to go. So we don't need to commit. So like I said before, in terms of committing to that one side, number one, Nicola, you still need to be goal side and make sure he's in front of you, number one. Number two, it actually hasn't gone to their fullback. And so that means we don't commit because we don't know where it's going to go, and the goalkeeper is probably going to hoof it long. That's just what the goalkeepers do. So if it does get played short out to their fullback and Marco's pressing, then yes, we commit, but still, Nicola, only commit in a way that we're goal side and the defender's in front of us. Okay. Once the ball's been played to our defender, get up close to him, put pressure on the back of his back, and make sure you can stick a foot in, but you don't want to get in front of that defender because it's so much riskier, because all the goals that we know though is because they're faster and they're running behind us. So, to clarify, number one, make sure you're always goal side and keep the defender in front. Number two, we only commit Nicola once it goes to the fullback. If the goalkeeper has it, what do we mention from a goal kick? The half spaces. Do you remember me saying about the half space? For this very reason, we need to be goal side in the half space rather than trying to press and block passing lanes to that player. We want to mark goal side. So let's rewind here. So we'll break this down play by play just because it's super, super important. Cool. So it's back to the goalkeeper, so we shouldn't be committing. No one should be committing. So this is totally, Harry's out of position actually, and Isaac should be a little bit closer here. So if Harry was here, much better. So Isaac's in the half space between marking the winger and covering Harry. Nicola back in here to be in the half space between covering Harry and pressing the defender, because the goalkeeper has it. We don't know if it's going to go left and right. This guy could hoof it to the left, he could hoof it to the right, could hoof it anywhere. We don't know. So if the goalkeeper has it centrally, we don't know if it's left or right, so we can't commit. If it did go to this player and Marco pressed, then you could come here, Nicola, and still be goal side, waiting for them to pass. If they did pass Nicola, then you can go closer and once again stay goal side, but see if you can stick a foot in, see if you can try to steal the ball. But Harry, we need you here. One, it will make your life easy in terms of running, and it's just way safer. So we don't want this, Harry. We need you back here. So you are goal side, the defender's in front. If the ball does go to this defender, by the time it does, you can take 2 steps and actually win the ball. So that needs to be fixed as soon as possible, because that's pretty much the only way we have been conceding. So once that's fixed, life will be easier. So really think about your positioning, Harry, and Nicola, be careful about when you commit. Hopefully that makes more sense. So here we see, cool, overcommitted. We don't need to commit. He's gone goal side of you. Game over, we're dead. Harry's dead. He's not goal side either. So once again, at this instance, we should still be around here, Nicola, and Harry, you should be around here. And Isaac, you should be maybe slowly creeping over a little bit this way. Alright. And once that ball got played, we should have still had Harry about here, so he would have been in front. Isaac could have been a little bit over, but he still wouldn't have been helping. And then Nicola, we should have kept being goal side of this player. So that's where that went wrong. And they didn't score from this opportunity, but trust me, that happens about billion times a game. It's the number one issue that we have. Okay, so can we try to fix that as soon as possible? And then other than that, that is pretty much all we need to learn. There's probably nothing else to talk about.